Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Greg here again with another update on the Ryefield initial Tiger. We'll start off with the little bits and pieces first, and then we'll go on to the main hull. As you can see, these are as the same as last time. I've got just two figures. I think they're all hobby wash ones. I haven't finished them yet. No. Let me zoom in. Let me look. Let me see. They need finishing off yet, but they're getting there. Slowly but surely getting there. And that one as well. I'm only going to do the two. They're not too bad. Not. I say I'll really have to work on my figure work. It's my weakest point, I feel. And then the tracks. I shall just move this out of the way. This is all off from the tracks. Let's put this here. No. Yeah, tracks, brilliant tracks, and so easy to put together. Like I said last time, but I've actually weathered them, started to weather them now. So they're all workable still. I don't know if you can tell. The lights. Yes, because the running wheels are going to be in, them two parts there. That's why I've silvered them up. On the outside, you've got a bit of rust technique inside there, a bit of Africa dust, paint made into a liquid, and then in between on the tracks. Obviously this is going to be in Tunisia, it's going to be quite dry and dusty, more than muddy. So that's all done in there. Took me quite a long time to get them individually, because obviously you have to stipple everything inside. It just needs a little bit more, and I'm thinking of using, when I finish it, I'm just going to use this Alclad 2 buff. I think I'm just going to slightly dust it with that at the very end. Just to see, excuse me a sec, yeah. This is an ongoing thing, unfortunately. But we'll get there with it. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with the tracks. 96 links per side, and to put them together, it really isn't too bad at all. Yeah, just fair enough you have to put individual guide-ons, but the pins are marked. When you cut them off the sprues, they're actually on the top of the guide-on, so the actual two pins that go into the track fit perfectly. So you just trim them off as close as you can to the top. What I did is I put them all in and just went along very carefully with a piece of buffing sandboard, and just took the tops off. And then I've gone in with the, like I say again, the steel on, touching on top of the guide-ons, made a little bit more, but the base is there ready for it. So I'm quite pleased with those. So I'll just roll them back up and they're out of the way. So obviously it's two of those. So that's that out of the way. I'll pop that over there. The wheels are here. These have been coated with a light German grey, Dunkelgrau. These ones have all the wheels. I've got to go around each one and paint the tyres on, which is not a problem. So I've took some chips out of the tyres, the rubbers. There we are. Just a few chips here and there on them. And I'm going to spray hairspray on them, because I'm going to try to do a chipping technique on it, and then I'm going to spray with the base colour. So they're all the same. I've got the sprockets, they're all done the same as well. So, but it really is a nice kit to work on. It really is. There's no fit issues. One minor fit issue is probably my fault at where was it at? On the back of the storage bin, a minute gap, but I filled it in anyhow, so it's probably my fault. Yes, I've done both sides of the wheels as well. There we are. Looked after if I didn't. So there again, it will be with the base coat as well on those. So they'll be on. And I picked these up off the internet. I thought I'd try them. They were £3.50. I'll show you, for weathering. Where's the other one? There it is. Can't see if you're looking. These like retractable pencils. I'm sorry, put it here. These things. But one has a wire wool, on the end, so for lead, for scratching your vehicles as well. Instead of doing, you know, with cocktail sticks or whatever, you can just lightly scuff it with those. For £3 I thought I'd give them a bash. I know they're not made for this. I think it's something to do with clock, watch fixing and clock fixing and things like that. And this one has, I think this is a is it silicone or the stone? You know the stone that it's a stone that's on the on your Dremels, the wheels with the stone on top grinding. That's on that one. So yeah, they come out quite a fair while, so you are going to use them. And they're going to last a while. The blue one has a fiberglass brush for light scratching again, and that goes up. Obviously you can trim them as needed if they're finished with. And the last one has brass, same as the wire wool, but this is brass. So for £3.99 I thought I'll give it a go. So I'm going to try these later on with the I'll try them on my paint mule first, but I thought they might come in useful for something. I'd even diorama work, so I didn't break the bank. I think I'm off eBay. Right, I'll put the wheels away and we'll get to the main body of the tank. Excuse me a second while I pop this out the way. Pop that out the way. Over there a second. Push that further away. Right, so we've sprayed it with the light Dunkelgrau, I can never remember the colour properly. With the Dunkelgrau light base, and then we went over the black with the dark base Dunkelgrau as well. So just to do the opposite way around, instead of black and white, and most people do black and white, try to vary things up a little bit. So this is ready to be hairsprayed. And I say I'm quite pleased with how the fit's gone. I say I had one little accident I showed you last time I think, which was the I broke this and lost a part, so I had to use a lead wire for that. Not my best work, but it could be just classed as wear and tear. Apparently this should slide farther back, but I'm not that pedantic. So if anybody says, they can say what they want, but it's my model, so it's staying as it is. Yeah, so everything went together really nice. I've done the area with the usual sorry again, just a minute. With the guitar string, and because it was such a small, even though small, you've got small drills in with your pin vise, sometimes it's really difficult to start off. So I've got a few of these given off the district nurse as well, because with my feeding tubes I have to change a balloon every week, and they use syringes, so I've got some real fine ones, and they're really sharp. So when you go into this, make sure you're in the centre, and it gives you a really, you don't have to drill it sometimes, you're just going to go a quarter of the way in, and it's really sharp, and they're really going quite nicely. So that was something I picked up off somebody. So I think it may have been, let me think, who was it? Either Night Shift or Plasmo, one of those two. I'm sure it was those, and it works a treat. Yeah, so everything's, you know, underneath's all shadowed underneath where they should. Well, yeah, sorry, shadow underneath the for the running gate, and the same again, brought it in from the top, gradually getting darker as we go on. Sorry, I keep out the way. I'm gradually getting darker as we're going down. Same with the turret and that as well. These are all workable. They're all workable, you see it? Yeah, they're all workable. So, and that's that. Same again on the rear. Everything's primed and ready to go. And apparently, again, the initial didn't have the smoke things on the top, on top of the exhaust. But I'm going to leave it as it is. I quite like them on there. I'm waiting, and you notice there's no side skirts. I say I'm waiting for a PE set to come. It should have been here on Friday, but it still hasn't come today even, so I might have to give them a little message asking where they are, where it is, and If it's not being I can just post another one. Right, so I think we're there about there with that. So that needs to be hairsprayed, and then we're going to spray it. This is the colour they recommend, so I got one off eBay. I didn't have this colour. It's a misty colour, and it's a RLMO2, and it's a grey. This is the colour I went across, so it's not a grey if you look at it. It's more of a, you know, I don't know what to explain. A yellowy grey or grey yellow. So that's the colour. That's the what's on the instruction sheet, which is, let me see, is that sort of, whoops, maybe broke my aerial off. Is that sort of colour. Obviously it's going to be weathered, and slightly weathered, but not overly weathered as well. So that's that. Back on there, and I've started making some clasps and things. I've made a few different type ones and whatever. It's hard to pick up in there, but there's some in there, different ones. So I'm going to try a couple of them with the for the tow cable. I'm going to use a few of these on the back instead of using the kit ones, and same with the shovel and maybe an axe and something like that. I shall endeavour to try and use those, because I've obviously put PE in a lot of these anyhow, so I may as well try and go as much as I can. So I say I'm quite happy where I'm at the moment with it. So like I say, I'm going to start now with the hairspray. Give it 2 coats of that, slight misting on, you know, on the wheels as well, and then we're going to spray the colour. So that'll be for the next update, I think. So we'll call this an update, end of update 2. We'll start again with update 3 as I'm going on with the colours and things like that. So this is Greg signing off, and we'll catch you very, very soon.